Hi guys, this is Katie and today we are at the final football game of the season. If you haven't met me before, my name is Katie and me and my husband live in Bangkok and vlog about my life here. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, then make sure you hit subscribe. We are also Port FC fans, hence the t-shirts, and we are heading for the away game. This is our first away game and they are playing against Police Tero FC. So that is what we are doing today. So we are here seeing Port away. Now, if you haven't seen this channel before, I am an expat living in Bangkok and Port FC is our nearest team. So that is the team we support. We have been to quite a few of the home games and I keep meaning to vlog it. And to be honest, guys, I was going to vlog the last game of the season and it tipped it down like torrential rain. It wasn't a great night, but they did win 3-0. So it wasn't too bad, you know? So although I call this an away game, and it is an away game because it's not at home, it's still in Bangkok. So this is a stadium that is near Chatuchak Market. So it's in that area. And from Pat Stadium, which is where Port normally play, this is about a 30-minute drive, give or take, depending on traffic. And we did just get a taxi here because we wanted to get here a little bit earlier to enjoy the atmosphere before, and it was just the easiest thing for us to do. And you will notice we are sporting some very attractive Port FC gear. This was on a Wednesday and we headed to Mega Bangna in the morning. It was a national holiday, so we were able to get to Mega Bangna in the morning. We popped to I think it's called Ari. I'm not sure how it's pronounced, but there's like a sports shop. It kind of is like the Asian version or the Thailand version of Nike, and they have all of the football tops there. So we picked up some tops because it was near the end of the season and we wanted to get a shirt for our first season in Thailand, going to it's not our first season in Thailand, but it's the first season that we've gone to see in Thailand. So we've got our Port FC tops. I did also get myself a little cap and an umbrella so that I'm all good to go for the next season. And whilst we were in Mega Bangna, we actually also headed to Sushi Plus. I know a few of you who watch this channel love my food videos. So we headed to Sushi Plus for lunch. And I have done a video of this restaurant before when we went to the cinema in Mega Bangna. So I will leave that in a card up on the screen. But yeah, so we had a lunch, we picked up our clothes, and now we are heading to the game. This is about 4 o'clock. The game doesn't start until 6, but we wanted to get there pretty early because we wanted to see what the atmosphere was like. We had no idea how to get tickets, and it was obviously a lot easier than we expected because you just went up and bought tickets from this little booth outside. So we are here, we picked up our tickets, they were 200, oh my gosh, I filmed just as a massive, like this wasn't here before, hang on. Right, so we're here for the Port FC versus Police Tero game. It's at the Police Tero Stadium. I will leave the text of this place on the screen. I'm not pronouncing it, I have no idea how to pronounce it, but when we got here, we just asked one of the security guys, the rest of we were dropped off, where the tickets were. They pointed in this direction and there's like a little section where you can get drinks from, you can get food from, you can get your tickets. Away tickets here are 200 baht, so we picked up our away tickets and we've just gone and picked up some food, so I will show you that now. So outside the ground, and it was literally just outside the stadium area, there were lots of different vendors selling various meats on sticks. So we had like these chicken and pepper kebab type sticks, and we also had some pork skewers. The pork skewers were actually really, really tasty. And you know what, guys? I think each stick was like 10 baht, something like that, which is great. And there was a really great atmosphere here. Lots of people showed up pretty early to have a drink or two, have a bite to eat and get into the atmosphere for this away game. And like I said, it was the last away game of the season. There wasn't really much riding on this, but it was a really lovely atmosphere and really good. And I will say, for those of you who aren't sure about attending these, especially if you've got a family, Port FC and just generally football here is a very family orientated thing. So you can see there's lots of women who attend this. There are families, there's children. There was actually this cute little child. He couldn't have been like older than 3 years old. and he was like clapping along at the back with these guys who are having a good old laugh here, which was so adorable. So yeah, you can see it's a great atmosphere. There's a massive crowd here that sing their heart out non-stop throughout the entire game. And can we just take a moment to appreciate where we sit? These are not actual chairs. These are just kind of like steps, like bleachers almost, I guess. And it was a great laugh. So yeah, there's some really cool fans here. So this game was so much fun, and I'm really glad that we went here. And like I said, for tickets for football in general, most of the time you can just go to the ground to collect them on the day. They really don't tend to sell out. But saying that, the last game of the season, the last home game of the season for Port FC did sell out because they were giving them away for free because it was the last game of the season. But generally speaking, you can just go to the ground and collect them on the day. Away tickets for this were 200 baht, and I think that is generally how much they are. And then home tickets for Port FC are 120, and I think there's like a VIP section that's slightly more. I think it's like 150, something like that. But you can just go on the day and collect your tickets, and it's a great way to spend a Sunday. It's a great laugh. And this is how near this stadium is to the airport as well, because there were like planes going over the airport the whole time, and it was great fun. And like I said, these guys were like hopping up and down and singing along the whole time. The people here are so friendly, and I love going to the Port FC games because, especially now that we've been quite a few times, people recognise us and kind of say hello and have a little chat with us. And yeah, everyone is really friendly, really welcoming. And we were losing, I'll be honest guys, we were losing for quite some time. And we managed to get it 1-1 near the very end. So people were super excited. And then the other team scored right at the very end. So we actually lost 2-1. And they ended up being 8th in the league. So hopefully we do better next season. I know that the owner is super ambitious that we do better next season. So we shall see what happens with that. But something I also quite like is if you stay behind at the end, like you can see these fans are still going for it. They have lost and they are still singing and dancing, and the kids are getting involved. And something to note as well is that at the moment in Thailand, masks are mandatory in most situations, and you can see that most people are wearing their masks. However, especially at this away game, and it doesn't happen at Port, which is strange. In Port FC, in Pat Stadium for the Port games, you're not allowed to take drinks into the stadium. But here at this stadium, you were allowed to take drinks in. So obviously people were taking their masks off to have a drink, but most of the time we were away from everyone else as well, which was fine. So I felt perfectly comfortable. But what was really nice at the end of the game, and I know this happens at home games as well, is that all of the players will come out and wave and say hi to all of the fans. And because this is the last game of the season, you can see that they've brought their kids out as well, which I just think is adorable. And I know whenever we've seen Chelsea, we are Chelsea FC fans as well. And my husband Callum has a season ticket, so often when we're in the UK, we will go to as many games as possible. And the last game of the season, all of the players brought out their children as well there. So that was really lovely. It was a nice little atmosphere. And I really enjoyed this day. It was good fun. And I can't wait for the next season to start, because I know that they are trying to squeeze in the next season. They're one behind because of COVID, so they're going to try and squeeze in the next one. So it should be starting very soon, and I will look forward to sharing that with you as well, because I will be back. Anyway, that was our day at the Port FC versus Police Tero away game. And next, make sure you hit subscribe, because the next video we are heading to Mad Face Food Week. So we've already been to this. This is a food festival that was here in Bangkok. We filmed it and I wanted to share it with you. Spoiler alert, I meet my idol and I absolutely had a great time. So I will share that with you very soon. Make sure you hit subscribe for that. And if there's any videos that you want me to record or to share or to talk about living in Thailand or things to do in Thailand, then do let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for your love and support and for watching me, and I shall see you very soon. Bye.